Hey guys, so this is my wrap on my car. It's been on here for 5 years, and it's an Avery Dennison matte metallic wrap. I've been extremely happy with the product. I think it's held up fantastically, and I think it was very easy to install for me as my first time. But when I was installing it, there was a couple parts where I wasn't sure how it was going to adhere or stay on for the long term. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all those parts and this is basically how it'll hold up over 5 years. And essentially, I'm gonna show you what failed. And honestly, the parts that failed on it, very minimal. So let's just walk through the car. I do have another video where I talk about how it held up. Some of this black stuff, that's just because it's getting old and dirty. But what I'm going to talk about is stuff like this. So here's a corner, for example, that when I installed it, that corner wasn't perfect, and it actually didn't change that much. And there's really no rock chips. So the only part that honestly failed was right here. This antenna, that started peeling, and that was probably peeling not too long after I wrapped it. And it honestly didn't change any more than what it did here. And the reason that happened was because I messed it up. This has nothing to do with the wrap. I tried to wrap this in one piece, so that's why that got messed up. But another area that I thought was pretty impressive was here. So this is a seam. This is a two-piece hood wrap. And I wrapped this first, and then I wrapped the bottom. So you weren't really supposed to do that, but there's a seam. So that means all the rain was falling on this seam, and the seam is fine. So I'm very impressed with that. The rear bumper, this was, wrapped very tightly, and I had to push this part in. You could see it's pretty aggressive recess, and I pushed all that in. I wasn't sure how it was going to hold up, and it held up fantastically. Now, the other part that was shocking to me, these little parking distance sensors. Again, this was wrapped very tightly, and all I did here was just push these in. And this is like a little rubber on the back there. I had no idea if that was going to stick or if it was going to lift, and they basically all stuck. So I'm very impressed with that. Very impressed. I'll show you just some more corners. All the corners were done, pretty decently. And if you see any issues with the corners, it's really just how I did them originally. The other thing that's worth mentioning is this rocker panel, this side skirt, basically had some imperfections in it. I had scratched it when I drove it. So the paint has like scuffs in it, but when you wrap it, you can't see it. So I think that's awesome. Especially up here, there's a bunch of rock chips that happened on the paint. So when I unwrap this, you'd see it, but the wrap covers it. And a wrap in general will cover most things, but you can see like little things like this. These are touch-up spots that I did because this hood had a lot of paint chips in it. But a wrap does cover a lot of imperfections like that. The wheel wells, wrapping this, I didn't know if that would stick, but like everything stuck so good, and like almost nothing is lifting. That's like not even connected to anything. Yeah, guys, it's time for me to remove the wrap, and it held up. Like basically, aside from that shark fin, everything else is kind of exactly how it looked from an adhesive standpoint when I put it on. So every part that I wasn't sure if it was going to stay or not, it all stuck. And the shark fin was the only spot I guess I truly messed up. But I hope that helps, because sometimes when you're wrapping, you might not be sure how it's going to hold up or if it's going to stick long term. And there you go. Everything stuck fantastically.